I planted a money tree and it pays me forever. You want one? What if you could buy a property, pull all your money out, and still get paid forever? Well, that's exactly what I've done. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create infinite returns. Creating infinite returns is like planting a money tree with someone else's seeds, and you get to keep all the fruit year after year after year. And then at some point, you even give all the seeds back. Then you go plant another tree. That's the power of infinite return in real estate. Comment money tree in the chat if you're going to plant a money tree this year. Now, some people like to compare the infinite return to a waterfall because the cash returns just keeps flowing. That's why they call it cash flow. And here's why. When you have zero capital in the deal, but you're still getting paid, here's the simple formula. Infinite return equals large profits with zero investment. To make the infinite return happen, you have to use the DCO formula. See, the D is for a deal because you need a deal that you can improve the value. C is for creating value because when you have that deal, you have to use certain strategies to create value. And O, you may already have guessed, is OPM. Other people's money. That could be private investors, a line of credit, or even bank financing. See, using this DCO formula, it's going to make your math keep mathing. It's the blueprint to build your wealth. You might be thinking, if I use this DCO formula, where would I find these deals? Well, that's easy. Number one, you can use a broker. You can use platforms like CoStar, Deal Machine to find leads so you can cold call. You can get off-market deals. Some like to call it driving for dollars. And most importantly, with new technology, you can use Facebook groups or Discord groups or all kind of different platforms. But here's the thing. It's not about finding any deal. It's about finding a deal that you can force the appreciation. Now, there's really only two ways to create value. There's forced appreciation, and then there's natural appreciation. Now, forced appreciation happens because you made it happen. Think about it like this. The Lakers traded Anthony Davis for Luka. Before the trade, the Lakers were in 5th place. They had a 62% winning percentage. But as soon as they traded for Luka, they immediately won 8 games in a row. They moved to 2nd place and they increased their winning percentage to 72%. What just happened? Well, immediately the value of the team increased. The trade created immediate value. That's forced appreciation. And you could do the same thing in real estate. In real estate, you trade the old for the new. Old floors, new floors. Old bathrooms, new bathrooms. Old kitchens, new kitchens. Old tenants, new tenants that pay more. And when you push rents, you create more income, which then creates more value for that property. And when the rents go up, the property value goes up. Now, the second way to create value is natural appreciation. And natural appreciation is like fine wine that ages with time. Literally, the wine sits on the shelf for a period of time, and it literally just naturally creates value, and it tastes better. So just imagine you're on the West Coast or the East Coast, or you catch the wave of inflation. Literally, values increase by 5 to 8%. So by doing nothing, over a 5-year period at 5%, the property value can increase to 25%. All right. So on $1 million and the property increases 5% a year, that's $250,000. Here's an example. We bought a 36-unit building for $800,000, $500,000 for the purchase and $300,000 for the renovation. The seller financed the purchase and we raised private investor money to fund the renovations. Over a 2-year period, we increased the rents by $350 per unit. That rent increase created over $2 million in value. Here's what I like to call the back of the napkin math. $350 rent increase times 36 units times 12 months because we want the annual. That equals $151,200 in annual income. Divide that by a 7.5 cap, you will get that new $2 million in value. Once we stabilize the property, meaning we got it to over 90% occupancy, we completed all the renovations, we got a bank loan of 60% loan to value based off the $2 million value we created. That came out to be $1.2 million. So with that new loan, we took $800 and paid the private investor and the seller who financed the deal for us. And then literally we pocket $400,000 tax-free. Why tax-free? Because it's a loan. Loans are taxable income. It's the ultimate cheat code. And guess what? We still own the building. It's cash flowing without any of our own money in the deal. That's the beginning of infinite returns. Now here's the kicker. 3 years later, with natural appreciation because of COVID and inflation, the rents got pushed up another $350 for the total rent increase of $700 a unit. Now let's use this back of the napkin math again. So 36 units times $700 in rent times 12 for the annual rent, that equals $302,400 in annual income. Now divide that by that 7.5 cap rate again. Now the building's worth $4 million. That's insane. So now we're gonna refinance this property again at 60% of the loan to value of $4 million. 60% of $4 million equals $2.4 million. We will pay off the initial bank loan of $1.2 million, and then we're going to pocket an additional $1.2 million for a total of $1.6 million off of this one property, and we still own it, and we still gave the seeds back to the investors. Tax-free. That's the infinite waterfall. Money that just keeps flowing. That's why I call it a money tree that just keeps producing fruit. And it's the type of legacy tree that you can plant as your family tree. You may not have come from a wealthy family, but a wealthy family will come from you. If you catching what I'm throwing, type in the comments, I am a millionaire. Just remember, you're just one big deal away. If this fired you up, hit the like button and subscribe, and drop a comment if you want me to break down the next steps, how to find OPM. Peace.